In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to create a emblem that displays your YouTube channel for Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Easy way, this is the easy tutorial. And if you do enjoy this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. This is my new channel, had to restart on everything. So yeah, I kind of need some subscribers and likes. So further ado, let's go and get into this video. So as you guys know, you're probably going to need some kind of experience. If not, then use tutorials like this one here that I'm making for you guys. Now, to make a YouTube emblem, to show you, to display your like YouTube name and everything for people that like you're playing Call of Duty and you need subscribers, like I kind of do, or just not only that, you're just wanting people to know that you have a YouTube, or you know, trying to get views. You do this, and do this for a lot of things. So you just want to go ahead and head over to the identity, go to emblems and create new, and this is what we're going to be starting off with. So depends on what kind of font size you're wanting to use. If you wanted to go with like a, let's say, a normal size one, you'd probably want to go ahead and start with the U part first. So let's say about this big, around that big. If you look off to the side, you can see how big you can make it to each size, like the position size, Y and Y and X, and the scale, Y and Y and XX. So yeah, we're gonna go down just a little bit around that big. This is gonna be the Y. Now we're gonna put the U's. So over the U. And you probably want to make them as even as possible. Sometimes it can be hard because the way that every letter is pretty much capped, so yeah, it's kind of hard to get it perfect every single time. And if you seem to run out of room in the little area and your font size, you can, well, I recommend you probably decrease the size of everything. And if you're wondering how am I stretching out this, you need to probably press, on your controller, you press R3, and it will make it to where it's freescaling, so you can push left and right on it to stretch out the box, and up and down to lower it and stuff, and then stretch it, you know, to your font size. So there's two different ways on how to do this, the tube part, because as you see, a lot of people put background is red and then tube and white, or you know, background white, tube and red. It's just, you know, vice versa. All you gotta do, I will be making tube and red, I guess, since I kind of need one of those. I kind of already got one. I recommend you use this. This is probably one of the brightest reds, so yeah, I'm gonna be using it. So I'm gonna try to get as close as to the top of that U as possible. So like that. That looks uneven, but like I said, you can go back and lower everything else. So about right there. I'm gonna try to even them out. I guess the positions and scales for each letter look different, so I would probably not go by that. I would probably just go by the way it looks. That's how I've been doing it, and I guess, I mean, they've been looking okay to me. It's not going to always be perfect. I mean, the more time you take, obviously, the better it's going to look. But this is just to show you guys how to make it, and the easiest way, I think, is to make it. I mean, then again, you can use the little lines in the tools, you know, like this, stretch them out, make your own little box, but that just takes too long, I think. I'm not going to be displaying my YouTube name, because obviously you probably will know if you do watch the video. It is Beast Zombie with a capital B. So yeah, I'm not going to go to the trouble of doing that. So once you have completed this part, you're probably, if you're wanting to put the play symbol in the back, you're probably going to want to go before the box, so probably around right. Okay, so first let me go ahead and click on what triangle. So I recommend the pyramid one, because then you can toss and turn it. Don't do nothing, just change the layer. So I think it would let's go before tube. Yeah, see kind of how the triangle goes behind the T. So that's how you could probably tell if it's, you're going to be able to see it in the background. So yeah, we're going to go with that. And you're going to want to tilt it up. Make it smaller. Go ahead and change the color. Make it around a darkish kind of red. Make it a little bit smaller. I'd probably put it around in the middle of the U, that way it's kind of visible for tube. Even it out, kind of like that. And then say you're wanting to put your name. It depends on really, like I'm just gonna put G. If your name is small, I recommend, and it's two worded, I would put one like that, and then you take the rest of it. I'm not even gonna type the rest of it. You run it across, and then, but in a little bit smaller font, and then go up under it. And at the end of this line, start the other word. I think it just looks a little bit more professional, in my opinion. And some people I see a tendency of doing this. They will actually just take the let me see. I think it is up under the icons. Take the suitcase. I don't get it. They just zoom all the way in to around 120 of scale. Doesn't matter. And they change the color to bright red. Then they start with their YouTube. And they sometimes do this in really small font up here. I guess I can go ahead and show you this little one. Okay, so now that I got that part done, then I usually just take a little box, zoom it down, scale it, stretch it across, press square. And then now they start to put their tube. You put the tube in the little outline box. I think it'd be square or X for Xbox to do that. And as you see, I'm gonna have to make it bigger, but this one I ain't even gonna keep it, but yeah. Okay, now that they got this, then in a little bit neater fashion, obviously, then they'd find like maybe something like, we can try this, change color, put it black, no, actually, move that, click this, I believe it's this one. Move it before, then press square, that way it looks a little bit more visible. And they'll zoom all the way in, make like a little square kind of out of these little things. And then they'll change the color around to, let's say for this one, put that. Let's just use that as an example. And then they'll put like this tilted. But put it tilted and yeah, there we go. Then they put it around like a dark red, play, and then they'll take, guess this would work. Actually, I'd have to Make it a little bit smaller. Okay, they make it play like that. They make it more of like a YouTube actual video. So then they take like around this, or they could use like the eye, and scale this thing, make it a little bit more skinnier. Make it around like right there. And they probably, I don't know exactly how many it would take. Let me see if I can combine it to where it's around the same. Okay, so supposedly it's gonna take around, probably around 3 of the little tube shaped items, and then they'd probably take something around, let me see here, a little bit more circular, but guess you can go in here and just use like a 0. Make it really small. Put it around that size. Put it somewhere like it's playing. And then make a pause above, like around right here. Yeah. So you probably want to use 2 of these, line them up around the same height, put them next to each other. I need to make them a little bit smaller. And let me think what else would be on it. Well, yeah, probably go back to these and make them around like that, and then the rest white. That way it looks like it's unloaded and played that much. So then I'll recommend
What are you doing?
playing the game.
You know what time it is, don't you?
Yeah. Well,
I thought your air was on.
no, it's not. It rained and froze it up a little bit.
It's cool. I mean, it's not. It's cool outside anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yep.
I love you.
Love you. No, it ain't.